Sanban, and welcome back to my channel. One thing about Floyd is that he likes associating with wrong crowds, and I think he's starting his party on a wrong note. Number one, Floyd has associated with Bushiri, and he saw the results of that association. Instead of coming back and changing that, he's associating with people like Pastor Zondo. Zondo is faced with a lot of RAPE charges. And it's not the first. There's been a lot of shows, including in Moja Love, of him being exposed by different people and victims coming forth to say that we are victims of Judge Zondo.
Ministry's Bishop Stephen Zondo has been postponed. Several women have come forward claiming he offered to pray for them before engaging in allegedly predatory behavior. Newsroom Africa's Zola Sholwana attended the proceedings and she joins us live now. Zola Sholwana, good afternoon to you. And these women have come forward to say they expected the bishop to pray for them. Instead, he displayed predatory behavior. What are we talking about here?
Well, Xoli, you would understand that this is not the first case against the Rivers of Living Waters Bishop. There is a case that's ongoing at the Pretoria High Court where 7 women who are believed to be congregants of his church are also accusing him of the same behavior. So the Sebokeng case is a second case where we are currently hearing a lady that used to work for the church essentially taking us through events of alleged sexual assault from the year 2013.
To the community listening to me right now, that all these sexual allegations that I had, they are still sub judice. So I don't want to divulge on that now.
Then what is with this thing of hugging and squeezing me like a python, inhaling me?
Yeah, you know what? I think it will be the best thing. I'll be if I can be given an opportunity, I'll go to CRL Commission so she can demonstrate the inhaling. I want to be inhaled too.
And Floyd, he's trying to build a party by doing that. No, that's not the right way to start. Yes, I'm happy that he apologized to NHLAMULO, which is a good thing, guys. And yeah, this is what he said when he apologized.
The advantage of, so when I spoke the other time, I was not yet national convener of the Maibuye process. Now I've got the benefit of benefiting from the leadership collective in terms of how we should handle certain things. And part of the guidance which I agreed with is that I must unconditionally retract the statements about drug use and alcohol abuse of NHLAMULO NDLELA. Unconditionally. As problematic as it is, because now people are calling for Ududu to also go and do tests to prove Floyd wrong, and also take the steps that he has taken. But I think that Floyd doesn't deserve the airtime that people are giving him, doesn't deserve the attention. You should just let him throw his temper tantrums and finish. But when it comes to him associating with the wrong people, wrong pastors, people in society that have been found guilty, and you want women to support you, and you want children to support you, the very women that are victims to these pastors to support your party, are you trying to constructively exclude the victims of these people, or people that believe that these pastors are not as innocent as they are? The organizations of pastors could have chosen anybody, guys. There's a lot of pastors in South Africa. It doesn't have to be Ubabu Zondo, Umfundisu Zondo. But you chose Zondo, and you're saying that it's the council that has chosen. This is what he said about Zondo. Pastor Zondo is not convicted of any crime. Pastor Zondo is a religious leader who has been leading for a very long time. He has been playing multiple leadership roles in his community and even in the other organizations that we came from. He was coordinating an otherwise very large nationwide interreligious movement. I almost mentioned it in full name. Interreligious movement, which and a lot of religious leaders went to him to say that
please pay closer attention to this process so that we still have a voice as Abefundisi and people that are looking after a larger sections of our society. So
I don't think it's the right thing for Floyd to get Uzondo. There's a lot of people you should have associated with. First you started with Bushiri, now it's Uzondo. You have a problem, Floyd.
But the concerns of him evading arrest and what that means for the MK party and what it stands for and constitutionalism and upholding the rule of law.
I honestly
I mean, those were genuine. You can admit those were genuine concerns, right?
No, I think they were misplaced actually. Like there was, I think there was just unnecessary misplaced exuberance around it because I'm not responsible for law enforcement in South Africa, one, but two. As a matter of fact, there is no court ruling in Malawi within the criminal justice system that links both countries that has instructed that he must be deported to South Africa.
But Bushiri can be extradited here to South Africa. Remember, Bushiri fled our country for Malawi back in November 2020. This footage from court a couple of years ago. It was days after he and his wife Mary were released on bail. I think it was around 200,000 rand each at the time. South Africa then submitted an extradition request to Malawi. We wanted them back in this country to stand trial on various charges, some very serious like rape, violating bail conditions, contravention of the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services Act, the Banking Act, Civil Aviation Act, as well as the Immigration Act.
Are expected to appear before the Pretoria Commercial Crimes Court today on charges of fraud and money laundering. They were arrested in Rustenburg on Friday. Last year, reports surfaced that the flamboyant church leader was sending about 15 million rand monthly to his birth country, Malawi. Meanwhile, Bushiri's Enlightened Gathering Church, Christian Church's grand opening service has gone ahead in Pretoria despite the absence of its leader. The service was the first since a stampede at the church in December, which claimed 3 lives.
Just because someone is a mfundisi, is a pastor, doesn't mean that their crimes are less and that when they've been accused of certain crimes, they have to be forgiven because they're a pastor. You are a wrong person. You're committing GBV in South Africa. And then Floyd, you want to associate with those people and give them executive positions or leadership positions in your party. Bruh, you are starting wrong. You are starting wrong. Floyd, you are starting wrong. I don't know what you guys think. Do you think Floyd is starting right? I don't think this is the right way to start a party. You are starting it very, very wrong. Nonetheless, guys, please comment your thoughts. Otherwise, I will see you on my next upload. Bye.